sun is shining.
Hello and welcome into Daytime Alabama. I'm Wendy Garner. David Lamb's still off, and our friend Scott Jones has stopped by to host the show. We're so glad to have you
Thank
with
you.
us.
Glad to be back.
And we love talking to you and hearing about all these things. But first, coming up a little bit later in the show, we want to tell you that, Scott, you're going to be making with us these little mini cheesecakes.
Yeah, and they're frozen, have a little Nilla wafer at the bottom.
And you could put peppermint on top.
You can.
So it's perfect for Christmas,
Very
right?
festive.
So that's coming up a little bit later. We're looking forward to that. Okay, you have a great food blog, Jones is Hungry.
That's correct.
And you may be familiar with Scott's name also, not only on our show, but he was the former food editor for Southern Living. So
that's right.
You're a great go-to person, we think.
That's right.
And we were just asking you, what's kind of like a favorite holiday tradition must-have in your household?
Well, aside from making macaroni and cheese for my girls, I do like to make country hams. They're a little different from like a city ham. There's city hams and country hams. So the city hams are like, you know, they already come prepackaged. They're the ones you kind of put the brown sugar on,
right.
Which are wonderful. But a country ham has, you know, been cured. It's been salt cured and aged, and so it's has this real wonderful, robust flavor.
Where do you get it?
You can buy them at grocery stores. They usually come in a big, thick canvas bag, or you can order them online, and then you have to kind of soak them for a day or two in water, and then you kind of scrub them, and then it's a
so
very.
It's like an event.
It is an event, and it, you know, for me, it really helps to kind of capture the cooking spirit of Christmas, and I just love it.
But the problem is.
Problem is that my family finds them disgusting.
So you enjoy the country.
I do. I get my salt quotient
so much
for the year.
That family bonding experience.
It's just, I think for them, the flavor is a little strong. They like more mild ham and turkey, but I like country ham, and it's wonderful. I have it on biscuits with red-eye gravy.
Really?
That's great.
Well, I have a story to share a little bit later. My first Thanksgiving, bringing my husband home to my family, my grandfather decided to have a luau. Only the pig wasn't ready in time, so I'll share that a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, we have a great show ahead. Coming up, we go from raw pig, to cheesecake.
Very nice.
Peppermint.
I can't wait.
Doesn't really work too well, does it?
Hey,
That's why we have a
peppermint.
commercial break right here. Make it easier. We'll be right back. Jones from Jones is Hungry joins us with a great dessert idea for the holidays. Thank you so much for having us out.
Thanks for having me here. This is really a fun dessert if you like cheesecake.
I was thinking, no, not at all.
Most people don't like cheesecake. Well, that's good. Well, you don't have to have anything.
And peppermint.
I'll just put you to
work. And Nilla wafers.
That's right, and Nilla wafers.
That's fantastic. What do you think about this? I mean, I think this is great for a little kids party, or just serving the kids during the holidays to make the holidays special.
Absolutely.
They can help make it, right?
You bet. And the beautiful thing about this is while it has the essence of cheesecake, there's no cooking or baking, so the kids can help you make it. They can decorate it, and I can tell you from personal experience, they will absolutely demolish these things.
Absolutely.
So what I've gone ahead and I've done is just to kind of get things moving is I've mixed up our batter here, which is a little softened cream cheese, some sweetened condensed milk, and a few drops of red food coloring to give it a little festive tint.
You put like 2 in, didn't you?
Three.
No, three.
Okay. And then I took some crushed peppermint candy, about a cup of it, and mixed it into the batter.
Okay.
The next phase is to, if you would just, there you go, perfect. Let me get this out of your way, and if you'll take the bowl off while I'm moving this, what I need you to do, please, Wendy, if you would, is mix in about 2 cups of that whipped topping there.
Okay.
And you want to have that thawed. And then you just want to kind of gently fold it in. That's perfect. Look like you've done this before.
Nicole? She's laughing.
And when you fold,
does not look great.
you want to go from the bottom and scoop to the top. You're kind of making little circles there because you don't want to deflate the whipped topping. That's perfect.
Right. And you don't want to blend it either.
That's correct. And so what you'll do is you mix this together. Keep on mixing. And
it's a uniform.
That's correct. And we'll put it into these little foil-lined muffin cups.
Okay.
And then you stick it in the freezer for about 4 hours.
Nope, you skipped a step. You skipped it again.
What did I do?
Vanilla wafers.
Oh my goodness.
You forgot to mention vanilla wafers.
That's right.
In fact.
Would you please, so I don't, here, I'm just going to step out of, I'm just going to walk off.
This is my recipe
and you're
now,
going to finish
Scott.
this, that's right.
No, but I love this part.
So Wendy, would you show me the next?
I will show you the next step. Instead of having a graham cracker crust,
That's right.
You have a little Nilla wafer crust.
That's right, and then you spread Nutella on the ones that you're not using. So
no
you have a
Nutella.
snack.
This is an ongoing
That's right. So you
joke,
put those in the
isn't it?
bottom, so you have this wonderful little crust.
Yes.
Great.
That you didn't have to prepare.
That's right. And then you just take the batter, and again, the batter is kind of loose, and it'll really firm up what you put it in the freezer.
Okay.
And then you just kind of go right into the cups with it, like this.
You know, and I mentioned this is great for kids, but really this would be a beautiful, like if you're having a little Christmas party or
it's
something,
wonderful.
Anyone would love it.
That's right. So you fill your little cups up, and the beautiful thing
You could
about
even put it in ramekins.
You could put it in a coffee mug. You could put it in ramekins. You could put it in. You could put it in a big old tart shell. Actually, if you want to. I mean, truly, if you want to make a whole one and not make it individual. And the thing that you'll love about this is you can lick the bowl. There are no raw eggs in here, Wendy, so you can have at it.
That never stopped me before,
That's right.
Except for when you don't let me lick the bowl.
That's right. So we'll pretend that we've frozen these, and what we have here are ones that are ready to go.
Right.
And then what you do is you take a little whipped cream. Now this is kind of a neat little.
I love this trick.
Just take a
no pastry bag for
zip
Scott
top.
Jones.
No.
Former food editor of Southern Living.
Listen, I'm all about efficiency and using what you have on hand. It's just a zip top plastic bag, and normally I would just clip a little piece of the end there, but I found this extra little pastry tip on one of the little squeeze cans of Cheese Whiz, I think, and cleaned it out. And I just put it in the bottom of this. No, it's not. It's a little spray-on icing that the kids have.
Yum.
Let me get this closer.
And Cheese Whiz cheesecake.
So here, stand over the top of it. Right. There you go. It's like we'll make a cake decorator out of you before you know it. And just make a if you want to make.
I was attempting a heart, but it just kind of went wrong.
Well, if it were Valentine's Day, that would work. But that's great. So you can add as much or as little as you want, depending on. Oh my goodness, that is okay. Great. All right, moving right along.
You want to do the next
one?
No.
This is your show. Yeah.
Everyone's
this is good.
A critic.
This is good.
It kind of comes out a little bit fast.
It does, but you're doing a fantastic job, by the way.
But you know what? When people have a chance to eat it, they will not.
They will, and you will do this right before you serve it.
Yeah. So we chilled it first.
You take these out of the freezer, and before you serve it, then you put the whipped topping on, and then wow, you're ready for the Willy Wonka factory. This is awesome. Here, come on. And then we have some more crushed peppermint candy, and what I would do. I don't want to mess that up. No, you won't mess it up. Rather than pour it on, I would take a few pieces, and so you just kind of sprinkle it on nice and.
Now, did you do that in a Ziploc bag too? That's what I do.
I did, and
bang it and
it was wonderful. And the poor little fish that lives on our kitchen counter normally was panic-stricken. So there you go. See.
Love it.
And then you get this wonderful crunch and smooth texture, and you have these wonderful little individual peppermint cheesecakes.
I love it.
And look.
And again, we'll have this recipe as well as many others on our website, which is daytimealabama.com. Now that's a spoon.
Yeah.
There
you go. Okay, be kind. Okay. They've been under the camera lights here for a minute, so they're a little soft, but we'll see what you think. I think they're pretty wonderful. Yeah. Right? It works. It's festive.
In spite of my topping.
It looks great. I'm telling you, it really does.
I love it.
A garnish helps apologize for any.
Great recipe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott Jones. You can go to joneshungry.com, check out his blog and website.
And get some great recipes. That's right.
And great recipes and all of his inspiration as well. And you can also go to our website, daytimealabama.com, for this recipe as well as many more. Well, I'm sorry for taking over.
Listen,
but it
Wendy,
was wonderful.
You are a wonderful sous chef. I'll have you in the kitchen anytime.
I won't take your place, though.
It's okay.
But one thing that's great to know, especially this time of year, really kind of like the Butterball hotline.
That's right.
People can reach
the Jones is Hungry hotline.
The Jones is Hungry
That's right.
hotline.
If they go to my Facebook page, Jones is Hungry, they can send me a question, and it's like the bat light. I immediately goes to my phone. The bat phone. That's right. And I'll answer it and as quickly as possible.
That sounds good. Yeah. So when you're planning that holiday menu and you have a little bit of a catastrophe, not requiring stitches or anything, of course. Just give Scott a call. All right, stay with us. Daytime Alabama continues right after this. Welcome back into Daytime Alabama. Scott, we have another student of the month.
We do, and that's Matthew Orr from Satsuma, Alabama. He's a senior at Satsuma High School, and he's a member of Skills USA. And you can go to, or you can visit gobuildalabama.com for more information on building your own career path.
All right, we were talking about some favorite holiday memories or highlights, and you were telling us about country ham and how to do that. And
That's right.
I asked you off air, was there a snout still attached to it? And you said no, right?
No snout. It sounds like you have a snout story.
I do have a snout story. Actually, it was my first Thanksgiving that my husband and I were married. We went home to my family in Bradenton, Florida. My grandfather's just a little bit nutty, and he decided, and I'm kind of a traditionalist, but he broke the news to everybody, and he was so excited. He was going to have a luau the night before. We're going to roast marshmallows, and the next day we're going to eat the pig that was cooked overnight in the ground.
Wow.
I mean, so it was this big event that he was putting on, which was, you know, to my husband, he's like, this is pretty cool. This is a fun family.
This family parties.
Problem is, Thanksgiving dinner, all the sides are ready. The pig was not. So we had smoked pig next to smoked mullet.
Very nice.
Along with traditional Thanksgiving sides.
Very nice.
I was mortified. When we came back home, I tried to do a little tiny turkey and all the spreads for my husband, but truth be told, he loved it. He thought it was great. So
well, I guess it sets a tone for
break tradition just a little bit.
That's a great story.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Do you guys do the
we haven't
suckling
done it
pig
since.
luau now?
No. Only once.
Okay.
But we were talking about other staples and traditions. Do you do a lot of cookies and stuff in your house for
We do. We love
Christmas
cookies.
time?
You know, we like, and because they make great, as you know, gifts for teachers and things. But you know what I did last year, which I'll do again this year, I think, is I like to make fresh pasta, and you make up a little fresh fettuccine and package it up and send it with a little fresh tomato sauce.
Now,
And
does your wife cook?
she does cook. She actually doesn't like to cook, and she will tell you that she's not a good cook, but she has a couple of really great moves. She makes a great meatloaf, turkey meatloaf. Makes
But I'm sure she doesn't mind your help in the kitchen, right?
She doesn't. She doesn't. You know, it's a, it's a great way for me to relax, but it's a great way to kind of give back to my family a little bit. I love it.
Great.
Yeah.
Again, Scott has a great blog, Jones is Hungry, and as you mentioned earlier, you're kind of in a crunch during this holiday season, and you have a question, maybe missing an ingredient, you can just contact you and you'll answer
and if
that
you're having a
question.
disagreement, you can just email me too. I'll be happy to intercede. I can do that as well.
You do it all, don't you?
I do, but I'm not a doctor.
No stitches, yeah. But you said that you have cut your hand on cans of
all the time. I truly do.
All right, you're just trying to make me feel better, but that's okay. We'll be right back. Our website, daytimealabama.com. They give a lot of helpful tips on fixing things around your home.
It's always
so you can
good.
Check those out. And we'd love for you to search for us on Facebook as well. Just search for Daytime Alabama. It's a great portal for you as well to reach out
That's right.
to
You can
people.
reach me on my Facebook page, which is Jones is Hungry.
And you hear from a lot of people?
Absolutely. This is an active time of the year.
I bet it is. And what's kind of a common question that people ask you when they're posting on your page?
I have 5 minutes to finish this dish. What can I do?
Yeah, and so really, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Your best advice is to plan ahead.
Always, always. You can't just save yourself the stress. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your family. Do as much as you can ahead. Ask people to help you. There's no shame in that. And I promise you, it will really make the holiday cooking experience a lot more enjoyable.
The chopping and everything in advance. And a lot of times we don't think about that. We don't think about how long it's going to take to do a recipe because we don't do those things that plan ahead. So good advice from Scott Jones, joneshungry.com. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back. Much more Daytime Alabama. We're out of time. Scott Jones, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Again, you have a great website, joneshungry.com. Check it out and get some tips for the holidays as well. Thank you. And we appreciate you joining us as well. Have a great day and a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.